And welcome back, everyone, to Your Future Home, brought to you by Rocket Mortgage. When you want to plan your home purchase with certainty, well, Rocket can. I'm Baker Machado. Parents all over the country are preparing their home to have their children have the best learning experience possible. Our next guest is going to tell us how to best use our space when it comes to homeschooling or even online schooling. Joining us now is Karen Aronian. She's a parenting and education expert. Karen, great to have you here. Thanks so much for joining us. First of all, how does space and design influence how children are learning?
Yes, Baker, many ways. We're really looking at a space that lights up education for children. So we really want to use space as another teacher, more or less. And think about your space. You want to really have purpose, make this space have intention, how you go about using the space. And then you want to have organization, and you want to have the child's personality and interests in there. And most of all, you want them to be your co-collaborators in laying out the space where they're going to study.
Oh, so Karen, what do modern classrooms prioritize when it comes to design and layout here?
Today, modern classrooms, if they can check off all the bells and whistles, they're going to go as eco-clean as possible. There's not going to be any fluorescent lighting, really going to go for natural lighting if they can. Going to get rid of all the VOCs, no bad paint. Really looking to keep the layout really functioning in a feng shui, and also that the layout should be very safe, so that if they need to get to exits, they certainly can.
So Karen, is it easy then for parents to incorporate that design and layout of the modern classroom into their home then?
Absolutely. See, there's a lot of silver linings here. You can take all of those aspects I just mentioned, and then you can find places in your home that best suit your child. So you're going to look for a window. You always want them to have natural light, get great air. Think about sound. So you want to give them some headphones or earbuds, their favorite music. And you can also, have the air working for you. Some people are going to use like an atomizer or, adjust the temperature just right because it's a little cold, keeps them on their toes. And you can throw in your loveys, like your pet at your feet or a stuffed animal in your lap. And don't forget your fidgets, like you want something to play with your hand, and you can have your own favorite drink at your side and snack.
I love all of this. So Karen, what is the ideal environment here for at-home learning? Is there a particular room in a house? We went through basically the lighting and everything else, but what is the ideal environment for somebody doing at-home learning?
It's so personalized, Baker. It's all about your child and walking through possibly what worked for them in the spring, right? And now, if it didn't work for them, what are you going to do in the fall? So you have these conversations now, you get very prepared, and always go with an alternative. So if you start with plan A, and that's a desk and a chair, also set your kids up to have a standing situation, and also have a possible cozy corner on the floor. And when you're thinking about desks, think about something that you can move around perhaps and make space where you might not have thought about space. Like, how does a hallway work? Or possibly outside, right? And those would be ideal locations. And one more thing, think about the chair, because some kids, they like a ball seat. Some kids want to be propped up on a cushion, and some kids like a wobble seat. So there's a lot of options out there. And have plan A, B, and at least C.
Oh my gosh, the ADD kid in me would be going crazy over a wobbly seat if I had that in my classroom. That'd be amazing. Karen, what should parents consider about their furniture and flexibility when it comes to setting up a learning environment?
Well, certainly put everything expensive and not child-friendly in storage, first off. And think about the home. So many homes are for adults, right? They're kind of set up, like, think to yourself, where is my child in this space? How can I make this place really work for them? And that will just encourage them. Our space really bleeds into sort of how they succeed. Putting up their artwork and making a place really sing for them and make them happy. That's everything right now.
And Karen, what about outdoor spaces? How can parents use that as a resource for learning?
Yes, if you have anywhere you can go outside and get fresh air, what a reset. So whether it is a patio or it is a roof deck or possibly you have older children, you can let them go outside to, an open door cafe and let them do their work because it's been proven that when you move around, you adjust sort of your elements. This actually helps your mind bring in information and lock it in place. Different locations actually work to help you study better and have it sink in.
What about like breaks? Obviously kids accustomed to a recess break, allowing them to sort of like decompress for just a little bit. How should parents structure recess or timeout breaks for kids at home as well?
As many as possible. There's so much great research about the need for extra recess. And if you are having a break and you have that scheduled on your schedule, which you definitely need, make sure that you give your kids options and they write them down too and you post those. I'll run around the house, I'll walk the dog, I'll go up and down the stairs in our building, I will take a break to fix a snack, and have them make a list of what they're going to do. And so that way they have a go-to list so you can work and you know that they're busy at that time.
All amazing. Karen Aronian is a parenting and education expert. Great to have you here, Karen. Thanks so much for joining us.